know if you won't work. Do you know coding?
I am not actually very good at coding. I
Neither
suck at coding.
neither am I. Alright, I'm streaming, or I should be streaming pretty soon.
Okay.
Can I
Uh
shout out my SoundCloud?
well, let's see if I'm streaming first.
Follow my Insta.
SoundCloud.com/Uncle Dane. Please hit me
You,
with that
you,
big.
you don't need actually cons here. You don't need to. You don't
Well,
need
it
to
depends if Khan's actually in game or if he's on his phone. So
I'd say just being in voice chat is better than not being here at all.
I can stream. I'm streaming right now.
All right. He can't be there with us, so feel free to stream.
All right.
Why can't Kanye be here? Like I'm seeing him like playing a jump map right now.
Um, I don't know, something to do
This
with
is Highlander.
Highlander.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
my Highlander team right now. They must be doing stuff.
Alrighty. I'm posting my stream in general.
Oh, he is.
Alright. So, do you want me to get one of my... You're making it tonight. Oh my god, thank god. Next time, please tell me by Friday.
Where is that mentor?
Do we have server?
Do we have a server?
I'm waiting for the mentor to show up.
Well, we need a server first, right?
Okay, I can get a server.
I can get a mentor.
Awesome.
Right. Oh, but you get the server.
Anyone wanna do a map review of Steel for my Sevens team? No worries if you can't do it. I love you guys, by the way. Alright.
Hey, hey Salad, can I harass your pyro tonight because he's a cop?
Alrighty. I am starting with
I
this.
would prefer you.
Alright.
You not harass my pyro. Like,
Goose
honestly,
Maker.
if you want to like bomb him and kill him over.
Alright, we got a mentor.
Server's going up right now.
So I'm inviting him. Remember to wait, we might not get a mentor depending.
Wait, is this mentor Goosemaker?
Yeah. He's a homie.
In them gooses.
Making them gooses.
I saw him in Prolander Pugs last night.
Alright, Salad the Great Hunter. No, wait. He might not be able to make it.
I just put connect info in general.
Oh my god, this is great.
What is H?
So I told you he might not be able to make it because he said sure what time. So if he can't make it, it's no worries. If you can't make it, bro, it's no worries. Like I know it's way out of the blue, and
It's okay.
you can make it. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, I'm here.
4 new invites.
All
It'll
right.
take me a second to connect to the server though.
You gotta send thanks to Goosemaker, everyone, because he's taking time out of his busy schedule. It's a
Yeah.
Goosemaker, weren't you in RGL Pugs like all night last night?
I did like 3 of them, I think. I was in them for a while.
I honestly don't remember, but yeah. I just remember seeing you.
Yeah, I was there.
So I got a friend request from someone named Emily. See my profile. Remind me to frickin' check out her profile when we're done with this.
It's a
Dude, it's
scammer.
no.
It's a scammer.
This is clearly a girlfriend, potential
Yeah,
girlfriend.
no, this is clearly a real girl. Not
This is a real girl who's very interested in you as a person.
Just drop your social security number and your credit card number and your.
Yeah, she needs
Mom's
the
maiden
digits on the
name.
front, the digits on the back, and the 2 that are the dates.
Alright, whatever.
She's interested in you. Trust me.
Who wants you?
I actually have a date,
guys.
so woo!
She
interested in is him helping her get her items out of a trading site because she got accidentally banned.
Oh, there you go.
Oh
That's
yeah.
unfortunate.
And she's gonna give him half of the coins.
Weird,
The
maybe
coins?
That's been happening to everybody lately. I don't know.
I remember when I was in college, I had a debit card. I had a
on
debit
two
card
s-
that didn't work.
On 2 separate occasions in the last week.
Oh,
Someone DM'd
all
me
right,
saying,
Goosemaker. Do you wanna do a dual review with Flair, or would you rather just do your review on your own?
I mean, he can sit in too.
All right. I'll invite Flair as well. So, all right.
Use a godly voice.
You guys can do a double review if you want. Flair is a really good player as well, so let me just...
Yeah.
So 2 times in the last week, someone DM'd me with 2 separate accounts on Steam and said, "Hey, accidentally reported you to this random guy for having duped items.
Wah
And
wah.
if you don't do what he says, he's gonna ban you."
Alrighty.
Why do you have duped items?
Wait, Con, can you see my YouTube?
What the fuck? You have duped items? Dude.
You have
duped
duped
items.
You're getting banned.
Scam.
You're gonna get banned for that, man.
Yeah, you have duped items, man.
Serious shit.
Hello.
Alright, yo,
What's up?
Flair, what's up? Alright, let me... Con, can you type in or say in if I'm streaming or not? Am I streaming? Con?
Khan's not here.
Yeah, he left the VC.
Alright, Alright, am I streaming?
I have no idea.
Oh, can you see the tf2? And,
TF2
of
scrim.
course,
That-
homie. Can you see
Drunk in
the
melee with my
TF2?
homie Nathan.
Hey,
The description of your stream.
that was when I was drunk. I actually deleted that video because Nathan threw up.
TF2
Come
scrim,
on, why else
guess.
would I watch the video if Nathan doesn't throw up?
Well, point of watch.
The one you posted in chat,
He can see everything. Alright.
5 minutes ago.
No, yeah. Alright, we're good. We have streaming and
Alright,
stuff.
Get in spectator.
Can I just jump around, please?
We need you to frickin'
Oh, yeah, they do.
end this.
Oh, they do need me to spectate because I'm streaming. Okay. Let me figure out how to get into spectate.
Go to
Hey, oh my
You ever
god.
push a button before?
All right. So Flair and Goosemaker, are you guys doing this together or?
I guess I don't really know. Like, what do you
I
want to
don't-
do?
Fuck, man. I don't know, man. I just said I could do it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I did
you know?
too. Yeah.
The tag team effort.
You wanna take the lead and I'll interject, or you want me to take the lead? I don't.
Well, I'm the one walking around the map, so I guess I might as well start. You know what? Hold on, let me go blue.
Give me a
Hang on,
Can I get connects?
Let me pause.
Connects in chat, I think.
Should be a general.
General?
Yeah.
Alright. It's the one I posted.
All right. Minute.
So, we're gonna start with A, even though you're never gonna be here. So, I don't really know why I'm going over it. A doesn't have many calls because it's not a point you're supposed to hold. This enough. It's a very, very difficult point to hold, and that's why no one does it. As you can see clearly, they get high ground by going up this concrete wall, and it's super easy for them to do that. And all they have to do is just spam you out. It's super easy for them to do. Or the scout. This has happened to me, actually. I've played Officials as demo where I've set traps on A, on defense, and I've stood here waiting for someone to, walk on them, and the scout has literally jumped over here and two-shot me, and my traps were gone, and I died. So, you never really want to be over here, but if you really want calls, we got point, we got wall, and we have main.
So we just
That's
give it for
pretty
free?
much
Is
it.
that what
Yeah,
we do?
well,
You have your.
the thing is, you
have a
can.
spy-
Wait,
have
can
a
you
spy
can you
stay
give me a
there, but-
second? I'm gonna get the YouTube up in case Con has any questions.
Oh boy. No.
The
Okay.
spy, if you're gonna run a spy, which you usually should be on Cloak and Dagger and just kind of watch. And what he's watching for is as soon as they cap A, which way they go. If they go E, then you know you gotta defend E. If they go B, then you know you gotta defend that. So that's mainly why he's there. why the spy is here watching. You can set traps as demo, but not, be right there watching them. You can have your spy call it. If you really want, you can send like a soldier or a scout. Well, this is Prolander, so you might not want to do that. In Highlander, people usually send their flank classes to just stall for time a little bit. But anyway, A, not important. Don't worry about
and
it.
quick thing on A as well. If you want it, you should definitely run a crit sticky trap, and this is just the same for virtually every single payload, or stopwatch map, because you can literally just come back and place them and go back to where after. So
It
I'd
is,
say
yeah, it's completely free.
So it's totally free. Do it every single time. I'd say like you just want to spread your traps all around a point like this, all through the way.
Especially if you're using crits, like the wider you distribute them, the better they're gonna be. So.
It's not just that you kill more people at the point. They're going to see it all over the point. They have to spend more time clearing out the stickies. So
yeah.
And what you can do, what I do is just place 6 stickies around the whole perimeter like that, or 5, 6, and then 2 on either side of this little track. Except not quite on the tip, but right on the top there. The point being, this way you get maximum coverage, and they actually have to commit a lot to getting rid of all these stickies. So even if they don't actually die to this, you can buy like 10 seconds just.
Yeah, at most you're just
stickies.
stalling seconds. Like that's all it really is.
And if they do walk on point, you see that you still have stickies up on your counter. You just press right click and maybe you get something.
Right.
Either way, it's not like you're doing. All right.
So B is where the game actually starts. It's important to note that you shouldn't be standing pretty much anywhere, or if you're on defense especially, anywhere in this sight line unless you are the sniper, because this is just a nasty sight line. It's really disgusting. It's really bad. Your sniper, ideally, should be on these roofs here. This is a good place for him to be. If he's feeling ballsy, you can overheal him and he can peek slowly. But for the most part, being on those roofs is very good for sniper, because basically you can just stand here as sniper and wait for them to peek out. Like, they have to come to you. You don't have to...
show you the exact side line here. You can see it's really tight. But this catches out medics and snipers both, especially. You can just one-shot them with the body shot, and you don't need to charge up for a headshot at all, so just watch that side line.
And before you ask, well, what if they come concrete, which is what this is right here. Ideally, you want your heavy, and maybe, this is kind of a situational thing, but heavy up here is extremely good to place. Soldier is pretty good for, like, support. He can stand behind the heavy and just shoot rockets down the... But ideally, what you are doing as heavy here is just making sure they don't come up through concrete, because that's one of their best flank routes to get to you. Really, they only have, like, 3 options, and one of them takes forever. It's drop down. This right here is drop down. This is obviously main, and where I just was concrete. They can come drop down, but the thing is, you have to literally walk all the way through A to get that, when you can just, come main. It's a lot faster. So, a lot of people don't come drop down. The flank might, like the scout and the soldier, if scout and or soldier, because he's Prolander. They might come drop down.
I'm the demo.
Okay.
Oh!
One thing that teams can do, which is they can like go through A, they can go to E real quick, and then try to sneak up on B through drop down.
Yeah.
You could do that, but
like I said, ideally.
But like they hard bait E and then try to go drop down to B. But
if they do something like that, honestly, like E takes a decent amount of time to cap anyway. So like if it's just one scout or just one soldier, then send like 1 or 2 people to deal with it. Because when you're on B, rotating to E is actually really easy. Like it's pretty quick. And
no, I mean like they send a bunch of people to E and then they all go drop down. But I don't think an open team's gonna do that. Honestly.
I haven't seen that from an open team.
Oh, Wood, who's gonna be playing flex or engineer for you guys?
NATO.
Yeah. Right. This Tully. The entrance doesn't matter, but the entrance shouldn't be in the front. That's all that matters.
This telly is really good for getting your heavy back up here, like if he takes too much damage and has to drop down, or your soldier.
Oh, did they ever fix the spot where the dispenser can heal through wall?
No, that's not something that is spot based. It's a problem with dispensers in general. The wall's too thin. Heals can go through.
But yeah, what's cool is sometimes a few teams, especially open teams, will forget that this telly can be here, and it can just, stay up for most of the game even. But yeah, that tele is pretty important. Make sure if you have like the free time during pregame that you get it up there. It's not like a dire thing that you absolutely need, but it's very, very helpful. In terms of where you want to put your sentry, pretty popular choice right now. This is Cinder Block, where I'm standing right now.
Is this
It's very aggressive, as you can tell, but if you're good with managing, your Wrangler, and if your team is supporting you well enough, then you can easily just keep it up here. Because, like I said, assuming you have your heavy locking down concrete, the only ways they can come in are drop down and through main. And see where he has the gun here? Like, he had it back down a little bit, where it's behind this wall. If you keep it behind the wall, they can't even pressure it from drop down. They can only pressure it through main. So, it's a pretty popular spot, honestly. It's not something you want to be doing if you lose concrete. Like, if your heavy drops down out of concrete, or you just can't hold it for whatever reason.
what should the
that
demo
is-
be doing here?
What demo should be doing?
See where that dispenser is? You
Yeah,
play
you can
next.
take that.
You play around it and just.
My dispenser.
Combo safe here.
You
Sits around here.
prevent them from holding W into you.
Mostly, yeah. Like, ideally, you want to be as far forward at any given time as you possibly can be on this point. I mean, in general, that should be the way you want to do it, but on this point, too, because it's very... Once you lose ground, it's very difficult to get it back. So, as soon as, the gate's open, you have all the ground in the world, your heavy's up on concrete, demo is here, spamming out the sideline. If things get too hectic, then you pull back to, like, near where the point is itself. In which case, NG might put his gun on... My team called this battlements, but a lot of people call it a lot of different things.
I just call it platform.
Platform,
Honestly.
there you go.
Gangplank.
That's the thing about Steel that I find hilarious, is that, like, everyone's calls on, like, Viaduct are very uniform, but everyone has weird Steel shenanigans. So yeah, just find...
Guess what call this is from and which map? Topo. What do you think that is?
Top-O.
Topo.
Top-O. Is it a cough map? That sounds like a cough map call.
It's a cough map, but which
Alright.
cough map and where?
I
True.
don't know.
I'm derailing
like-
this map for you, but
Is
but
it
since
Coal
you
Plant?
mentioned- No, it's
Oh.
no, it's Lakeside, like the path you take under bats to get to the point.
Oh, Topo, that's a weird one.
We call that Topo.
No,
It
my
was- it was
team... My team on Steel, little detour, my team on Steel, we had 3 president assassination calls. I'll show you one of them right now, actually. So this little room right here is it's okay. It's not fantastic, but it is pretty cheeky if you want to get a nice little shot of sniper. We called this Lincoln here, because, Abe Lincoln got shot. I'll show you the other ones when we get there, but for the rest of B, most teams just call Lincoln window. Depends on what you want to do. My team thought Lincoln was funny, so we kept Lincoln. You really don't want to be playing far to the left around this truck, because honestly, like, you're not protecting anything, you're not really defending anything. This is just kind of dead space for all intents and purposes. NG,
Got the
if you
sniper
do...
back there?
That's where
You-
spies decloak.
That's where spies decloak for the most part, which is another yeah, sniper, you can stand here, but you're playing pretty far away from your combo, and this is a very popular spy decloaking spot, so wouldn't recommend it. Honestly, like, if you are gonna watch main and you get pushed back, just stand on point. Does the same amount of thing, and if you're worried about concrete, then just stand on platform. Speaking of platform, NG, if you have your gun here, there's benefits and there's, like, drawbacks to it, obviously. A benefit is that it's significantly harder to spam out from concrete. Like, Demo can barely do it, and, the rockets are so slow, you'll be able to see them coming. And hopefully, if you have a pyro, he'll just stand here and, mindlessly right-click. Yeah.
Or you can left-click the sentry between the rockets.
It's true.
Do note that. Do note that, by the way. Wrangler's banned until now.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Since
No,
when?
it's not.
It's not banned. It should be, but it isn't.
I don't think it's banned.
No.
It's not banned.
Short Circuit's banned. But yes, it absolutely should be banned, but it isn't, so.
That's strange because I can't use the rank field. So
Sure.
I don't think we have a Prolander config on.
I'm using my ult, so I can't even take my
that's-
Wrangler out. No, you don't have a Prolander config, because all the classes are set, some classes are set to 2, so.
Yeah.
No, but I guarantee you that the Wrangler is allowed in Pro.
It's allowed. It's definitely allowed.
Yeah, it's just our
Um,
config.
So, yeah, Wrangler really powerful in general. Really powerful in this point. Yeah, it allows you to spam out. You know, if their sniper goes concrete, you can just kind of hide behind here and like wrangle him away. You can't wrangle him down really, but you can wrangle him away so he stops peeking that. You're a sniper on defense. Like I said, standing on point itself is alright. It's kind of hard to play. It's hard to play with the combo and get good angles as sniper, if I'm being honest, but try to find what works for you. I recommend just kind of standing directly on point, watching concrete, watching main. I can't think of anything else right now. You got anything, Flair? I'm sure there's stuff I missed.
See, it's pretty simple in Highlander, but the problem is in Prolander, I'm not sure how to adjust.
Blair, there's something up with your mic.
Yeah, it's a little
All right, I'll fix that.
cracked.
It's a little crackly.
Yeah, the thing is, in Highlander, the meta's a lot more set. In Prolander, this is literally the second year that they've ever ran this map, so, yeah.
I mean, more so if you had every class being run on steel for Highlander, then you could easily kind of guess where people go. But the problem is the simultaneous B and E hold generally depends on having a spy to call rotations and a scout playing around in the lobby to kind of deal with that and slow them down just a tad. But if you have both of those, if you're down 2 players and you're running, Prolander stuff, if you get the soldier to sit in lobby and watch that instead, you're gonna have late rotations. Sorry, late calls on their rotations, and then your heavies unsupported up top. And then if you're running a pyro or a sniper, then you're not gonna have a spy theoretically, because just you don't want to have that spy on top of that. Like, just the problem is you're gonna be short something, no matter what. If you're playing Prolander on steel, I'd say. I mean, I could try to recommend strats to you to make up for it, but I would say in general you should probably just have a soldier play on here. I'll show you where the soldier plays on E. You have a soldier just play at this.
Is this offense or defense? Is this offense or defense?
Defense.
All right.
Talking defense.
Yeah, but on defense, you just probably have a soldier play here. Usually in Highlander, this would be a scout, but it's better for a soldier on a flex. You just sit here. Don't move from this platform. Just look down this way. Call whatever you see if they're dropping down this way or coming through lobby. And if their combo is rotating this way, then you need to tell your combo, please come help E. You can just duck back in and forth, grab ammo really, really easily, so you can spam shit constantly.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna have a scout or a spy to help you out with those calls. So
some teams call where we are lobby. Some teams call it white room. Like he called it lobby. My team, we called it white room. If they're gonna go from A to E, then this is generally just how they're gonna do it. Really good strategy. It's kind of a meme strategy, but it works usually when I've done it with my team. Is we get our Enchi to build to level 3, and we just all come through A. The demo locks down the spawn door here.
Oh.
Yeah, Enchi builds a gun.
Level 3 in lobby?
Yeah, right around here.
Oh, that's
Demo locks down spawn, and Heavy just watches this door.
It's
They literally,
so satisfying to execute, and it's such a pain in the ass to play against.
It really is. I've gotten like
I disagree. I think it's actually a lot more difficult than people make it out to be.
Yeah.
And especially the higher, I think you could get away with it very easily in open. But the higher up you go, it's actually
the higher you get, the more like savvy they're gonna be. Like, oh shit, they're coming to E. We need to stop them. So
the reason I say that is because the higher up you play, you don't even need to set foot on E around the E lobby to hold E point itself. Like the strat here in when you're rotating from B to hold E, you place your demo in here with their medic, and you guys just shoot on point like that. You don't even need to set foot anywhere nearby, like the point itself.
Yeah.
So you can easily defend this without ever getting within range of the blue team's level 3.
No, but it gives them the reasoning behind the lobby is that you can have a teleporter there from spawn and a dispenser, and it's basically like your spawn. The offensive spawn is in lobby.
It wouldn't matter if you can't get on the point.
Yeah, it's just something to think about. Usually, like what we did when we had it was we just sent our scout and our soldier in point. Like I said, and demo would trap off spawn, and then Heavy would be watching around here, but he'd get air blasted sometimes. So sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But it was fun trying because even if it lost maybe at most a minute and a half, and if it
Oh, a
worked,
minute and a
then
half
we went
is
around.
fucking is large on steel.
It is large. It is large.
I'm
don't get me
I'm
wrong.
not sure I should be saying that in context of open, because I think
Yeah.
what's the average cap time in open? Something like 10 minutes maybe.
It's insanely
cap
high,
times get-
especially on
it's probably
seal.
The
like-
cap
9.
times get really fucking quick.
No,
like
no,
the
Oh
higher
yeah.
up you go.
At the
you know,
highest
like-
level, people win this map in like 5 to 6 minutes. So, but yeah, in open it's usually somewhere around like 8 to 9.
If at all.
Also, I wonder how many open teams like are gonna just go around the world.
Steel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder how many teams aren't even gonna try like A to E or A B E.
Yeah, they might not. Do we have
I
anything
think-
else for B? Because I think that's
We kind
it.
of rambled quite a bit on B. We'll just go through the general
Yeah,
A and B
over
strat
again.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so generally on A, fuck it. Don't even think about A. I recommend you run crit stickies and place it all over on A. But then
Yeah,
you
I
just
got
start
that.
calling shit. Yep. Fuck A. Who cares about A?
And
Um,
you don't need you don't need to worry about C and D either, because any team that tries to go around the world is dumb.
Yeah.
All right. So
We
general
reviewed all the
placement
points.
is general placement of B is you get a dispenser over this way. If you have time, if your engine knows how to set up and roll out properly, you can place a telly and shack. So gun usually around here on center block just to support. But then what you do is you keep your medic down here with next to dispenser. Your heavy up on top on concrete, and then your demo sits here, spams this out. Depending on whether or not you're running a sniper, because it's pro lander, your sniper sits up there.
We have a
If you're running
sniper.
pyro, all right. If you're running a pyro instead, then your pyro sits down here with.
Where
the
does the
demo
sniper
step
set up
rooms.
again? I need to get that.
Up on the roofs.
Okay.
Roof here, and then you look through this window. There's like a
Because
really
you
tight
can't shoot
angle.
through it. You
Yeah,
can't
there's-
absolutely shoot through it.
There's a tight angle, but it's actually really powerful. So that's
You
where
can or you can't?
You can. You are able to.
Affirmative, you can.
You are able
No,
to.
so someone was showing this angle earlier, and like it's small, but it's kind of nasty.
It's fucking tight, man. You just
Yeah.
like stand right here and
Also,
like snipers peeking. Like literally, you see the sniper's body, they can't see your head.
The
Yeah.
angle is so
Like, they can't see
small,
you at all.
you literally don't have to worry about aiming.
Okay.
All right.
you can also
so
shoot
that's.
through this window, but it's completely useless.
I don't think you can actually.
You
Like,
can
maybe-
actually.
No,
Oh, hit scan you can, but I'm thinking about projectiles.
Probably not projectiles. It's probably
Yeah.
too
no,
small.
I think you can only shoot through that corner. Yeah.
No, because I was thinking, because I know I've tried to shoot rockets through that.
No, I don't
and-
think you
and
can
many
get
things.
projectiles through it.
So yeah, I don't think projectiles are capable, but you're right. Hit scan.
You can hit scan, yeah.
All
but
right,
it's
so
kinda
yeah.
useless.
So on B you have that. That's your forward hold. If you're doing it right, it's basically impenetrable because
Yeah.
these are really tight angles that people have to push through. So simultaneously, your soldiers should be standing at spawn on E at the shutter at E. Just sit here, spam rockets down into lobby / white room, whichever one you want to call it. And the moment the moment you see their combo coming in and trying to make plays through A to E, your soldier should disengage, call for your combo to rotate as quickly as possible, and then your soldier can. I'd say your soldier should
Come back
rotate,
and
start
help, yeah.
playing B actually, because what's going to happen is when you hear that their combo's playing E, you rotate your combo out. You bring your combo through Wishbone here. Wishbone or Beck depends on which team, but it's Wishbone
Yeah.
or Beck, and then you can just sit your medic and demo in here. Spam stickies onto point. You don't even need to be nearby it. If your heavies rotated around here, you can shoot that too. It should having a hit scan backing you up will mean a pyro can't really do anything to you guys.
Holding
would-
Wishbone or Beck is like a very, very important part of this map, especially if you do lose B. So if you can take this ground and absolutely hold it, like, it's really important you hold this because it gives you access to E, gives you access to B, but like most importantly, if they are trying to denies it, yeah, this is like one of the best places to be. It is very, very choky. This is like a demo's paradise right here. Yeah.
I would also say if you think if they're hard committing to E, definitely just bring a sentry over here, set it up,
Yeah.
wrangle it onto point. They literally cannot touch point after that. But then you're leaving B open. But just exercise judgment, think about that, and
This
yeah,
whole map-
I'd rather give up B than give up E.
Yeah. Well, let's give. I think we should just give up E, guys. Let's just give up E.
honestly,
Um,
why defend any point other than E? Let's be real here, guys. Come on.
respawns.
I mean, there really isn't a point in holding C or D.
Well, that's the thing,
there
is
is.
that
There
your
really is,
respawn times go up pretty high on this map, and once they cap C, they get the platforms. They don't get
They get the walkways. No
they get the
railings on
walkways.
walkways.
They
You
don't
can-
get the handrails.
You can make
that.
you can make the travel as spy as well. Once
Yeah.
I think
So
once
welcome-
they cap C.
Welcome to C. This point sucks.
Alright, C is basically this. It's very... Actually, yeah, I was just running through A, B, and E. I was kind of going off steam. You should go.
No, I mean, there's a lot to talk about C. It's just kind of a terrible point. You
Also,
can't really hold on it without, like, giving up E, basically. Like, even if you were to hold back around here, you're leaving E completely exposed, which is something you just don't want to do.
So,
there's also, as any class, there's this jump, which you
Yeah.
can...
so
There's invisible collision, like, right here.
There we are.
Highlander Season 2, what we did was, after they capped me, we'd have the engineer go place a level 3 on E, and then have the combo hold C.
Yes, correct. That's what you do. Your NG, after B is lost, or you give up B in any capacity, your NG basically
Your NG goes to
permaplays
E,
E,
yeah.
and he never goes anywhere else.
Honestly.
I'll show Nato where the power spot is.
It's up. Just gun here. Telly back here if you need to, if you must. Yeah, just dispenser placement can be anywhere. Your gun just needs to be here, and then you just you might even pull it back a little bit, like around here. The reason you do this is so that you can watch the entrance from lobby as well as wrangling it down this tunnel so that they can't flank you. So like
Keeping it
where
behind
the
this
stick is.
wall has some merit. Like right in this area. It doesn't really watch
Lobby.
It doesn't really watch the lobby connection. I forgot the word for a second. Doesn't really watch lobby, but it does keep it alive more. Like, if you're more worried about the scout just getting on E to get some free time, just keep it here. But if you're worried about actually denying a combo, yeah. Well, your flank should be ideally playing around in lobby. Like, the way it works
Your flank
yeah.
circles your NG at that point and helps and just
What are the merits
sits
of
down
running?
next to him.
What are the merits of running crits permanently on defense or offense?
you frag.
yeah.
Frag.
That's pretty much it.
No, you frag and then you die to the sentry.
Here's
Yeah,
the
but they
problem.
shouldn't really be running an NG on this map, honestly, especially if it's for Lander.
Running defense on crits on defense is generally a terrible idea for everything except E. Like if you have to hold E itself, because your big worry on defense is dying and having that fucking 30-second respawn time.
Which it
So
can get up to if they cap all the points. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it's absurd. So generally speaking, you play Uber 90% of the time until you hit E, at which point judgment call. You just need to kill like 5 people standing on the point in one crit sticky.
Oh.
Bro.
Wait, why is server changing level?
The map time probably ran out,
Oh,
so it's probably just.
I didn't do anything. I just went on Serve Me and launched a steel server and.
Bad water basin. Let's go.
Bad water time. Alright.
Map review for bad water.
So how do we
I
play
haven't
Steel
played
and
bad
Badwater?
water in ages.
Yeah. Fun fact: as soon as they cap C, the maps actually change to bad water. You gotta play a whole bad water round.
It's like
What?
it's like the every time like something plays blah 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 happens.
Alright, I'm like Layla the Foxist, and Aruna that spectators see everything in Pyroland vision.
Guys, I don't want to give up C. I really don't want to play bad water right now.
Alright, what's the command to get us back?
Archon changed level. CP _ steel.
No, I know what it is.
No.
No, I know what the command is. It's
Well,
just-
someone else
I had
asked.
to put in the Archon password first.
This is great. We got bad water.
No, it's just the Badwater is just, I guess, the default map on the server.
All right.
I think it's next in the rotation after steel for like the default rotation list, but anyway.
No, it switched off of
Yeet.
Badwater. No, it switched to Badwater once when I was trying to play sixes.
I don't really know how tragic- no. Was it tragic or was it Who is your host?
This
Where are you getting
one,
your service from?
This is a serve me. Tragic, I
Serve.
think. is
no,
what
but
Serve Me
it's not a
gets from.
tragic. It's a NFO.
Mm.
I know Serve Me does use tragic servers, but this one's not.
Mm.
It's the spectatorist view isn't in first person anymore.
Hit your
But,
spacebar.
Like,
Hit your
a
jump
few
key.
times.
Okay. C, yes, C.
Your jump key is C.
Sucks.
C.
Yeah, C is
The-
C is a point that exists, and
Oh,
you
can blow people up through this gate.
this
right?
this
Stickies or
grating
rockets.
this grating the explosion collision. You can like if you put stickies underneath this and you detonate. By the way, underneath this is dungeon. It's a fun flank route. Allows you to get to the point.
I call it Mexico.
My team, we actually called it German dungeon porn, but we just shortened it to dungeon over time. We had a lot of memers on that team. But if you running pyro to defend E is actually like a really good idea, because even if they do Uber, you just right click and now they're dead. Playing in this little tunnel area, it's pretty good if you're heavy or if you're pyro, because if you hide down the stairs a little bit, they won't see you until they're actually like right here, and at that point you just run at them, or if you're heavy you rev up and you walk at them. This is very good for both of those classes. Otherwise, I wouldn't really recommend being scout flanking or a soldier flanking. Yeah, not a whole lot of reason to be there, but it is good for heavy and pyro if you want to ambush someone.
The demo ambush.
That's the main reason.
Demo ambush.
Have you seen my demos?
Your demo ambushes? No.
I only know how to play flank.
So for holding C, you don't really want to hard hold it too much. You
No.
don't really want to commit. It's not a great hold. But while you are there, your medic sits in this corner. Don't really move. This way, you don't move. You don't get out into any sight lines or anything. Your demo can play around here, around point and peak stuff. But your heavy plays over at this balcony over here. And if your heavy needs heals or something, just jump back this way, get an arrow, and then you're good to go back in. While your demo's over around C point itself. That's generally the setup. Your pyro will play with you guys if you're playing Highlander. If you're playing Prolander, I don't know if you have a pyro. So good luck with that.
I wouldn't worry about running pyro too much if you're defending.
If you're defending on Prolander, your pyro should actually play with NG, and your combo should fend for themselves.
Ideally, yeah. Something else worth noting, this is kind of like a niche strategy, but if you really feel like doing it, Scout, this was a really popular thing to do in Highlander before they banned it, but Scout with the bonk can actually stand in front of the C door, which is what this is called where I am right now. You can stand in front of the C door and be bonked, fully immune, and just body block them while the door opened.
Wait, this is banned?
Bonk
In
is
Highlander.
banned. Like, that strategy isn't
Oh,
banned, but I'm
okay.
pretty sure bonk is banned. Like, it's a very recent
I
thing.
don't see why they would ban just standing in a door.
Holy fuck, is that dude denying?
No, the thing is, that would be an RGL thing to do.
Yeah, I can see RGL doing that, but no, this is. I don't think it's banned in Is the bonk banned in RGL Highlander? I don't remember, but
It's not
pretty
banned
sure
in
it is.
Highlander. I
I
can't remember anymore.
I don't think it's banned in Prolander. I don't think
It
it's.
is.
It is?
I'm pretty sure bonk is banned in Highlander.
No, I said
No.
Prolander. I don't think it's banned in Prolander.
I don't think it is either. But yeah, because I remember I was watching a banning vid of him playing Scout on Steel, and he specifically said, "Fuck, I can't do the bonk thing anymore." Yeah, so that's something you can do. It stalls a little bit of time, and if they're trying to go through to C, then your Scout can just say,
So
"Hey."
could you, in
they're
theory,
here.
have your heavy stand there and just keep arrowing him?
I mean,
Fist
you
of
take a
Steel?
lot of damage.
No, wait, there's no Fist of Steel.
Yeah, there's no Fist of
Oh,
Steel
no
in
fist,
Prolander either.
right.
No, wait, Soldier runs the defensive banner, Medic runs Vaccinator, and they just get the heavy with,
I
like.
mean, yeah, ideally what you want to be doing on this point is defending back more than anything. Because back does allow you to peek on to see, but ideally you
also
just
wanna
kind of...
stall for time, so
Yeah.
that you can go A to E and win.
Yeah.
So yeah, the back hold is you just have your medic back in kind of around the corner here. Don't risk too much. Don't
Yeah.
worry too. I would say if you're in this corner, you do have. to
Whoa,
risk
he's
sight line
invisible!
Straight through.
Yeah.
Beware about that. So, but maybe you can like pull your medic.
I
a little
honestly,
further back
whenever I
instead of-
played Medic, I played here. This
Like-
is a better place for me.
This one.
And I just had
That's
my
true.
team
Oh yeah,
hold
I
further
have
back.
Yeah.
no clue.
It
how to
depends on the
play C, 'cause
situation.
I don't think I've ever seen any. I've never been on a team that actually held C at all.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
you're
kind of good. That's a good choice. If I'm being
No, like-
honest.
C point is terrible to hold. Beck, like
Yeah.
in front of C,
Back
it's
is
great.
very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But holding the actual point itself, there's no.
Yeah, no,
because the
I
thing
mean,
is, they
I
get
think-
high ground for free. They just spam down. The flank route's
can't-
kind of ridiculous.
I can't remember a time on defense where I was on a team that actually gave a shit about C.
Oh, you should. You want to delay that. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to hold it, but the reason you delay C is because it does spawn the walkways, and then you have to worry about E a
And
lot more after that.
Your respawn goes up to like 15, I think, when you get C. So
Maybe it was just because there was never enough time for them. I guess
maybe not.
like they always capped B with like I guess maybe a minute.
So I think that's everything for C, which isn't a whole lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Demo forward and wishbone. Your demo spans wishbone. Medic in that corner next to the pack. Your heavy sits around here and like keeps an eye on the C door, because you don't want them just walking right in and you don't get to do anything about that. So if your heavy's forward with your demo, you just need to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
And play down this gate, or then if your demo's like, we're taking a fight, and then your heavy can come over here and be like, put this pow, and then that's that.
The thing is, holding back or wishbone, the only real downside to it is if they go lobby, which even if they go through lobby, they're taking a lot of time to rotate that way, honestly, or if they respawn wave, but pushing through lobby has its benefits if they're holding back, because especially if they don't have an NG up, you just get all this free ground, and you can go, even if you don't have C, you can take the route through D, and it just gives you like a really aggro position. You know, it heavily denies NG even more. Like, NG cannot set up if you guys are playing around here. You know, your scout, you can just spam this out, honestly. The major problem with
We'll
going
handle
through...
offense and defense separately.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, we haven't even finished defense.
you're right.
Oh my
I'm just saying that's
God.
something they would try to do, so just keep it in mind.
In open, maybe.
In open, yeah.
In open,
feel
you're more
like-
likely to see people just keep bum rushing E, hoping to get cap
I
time.
feel
Yeah,
like
the-
every open team is either gonna go like sell out for A to E or go around the world. That's what I feel
Gone
like.
around the world. It is just a better idea to try and get them out of back, because this ground that you get as the offensive team is way better than anything that White Room can give you.
No. I mean, every open team, I feel like they're either gonna have seen some team go A to E and they're just gonna
I
try
think
to
it's
do
the
that and
coolest
only
shit,
that,
yeah.
or they're gonna not know how the map works and they're gonna think, let's just cap all the points.
That's how you win, right, guys?
In which case, if they try to do the A to E, just remember you really don't have to. You don't have to be on E itself to defend it. Just sit in wishbone. Just
Yes.
shoot it
Yeah.
from there. Like
Yeah.
they're not an open. They're not going to know how to counter that. Just
One
sit
of the
there.
biggest things you can do that is like a huge no-no is actually playing on E, if that's the case, because their pyro can just walk up and right-click you into the pit. So, yeah, if you stand back, that can't happen.
Alright, why don't we go over D? Unless you're finished with C.
You're really quiet. Like, I have you at 200. I can barely hear you.
Alright, why don't... Okay, that's because my mic was in a weird place. Why don't you go over... If you're done with C, why don't you go over to D next?
We can do D.
D is a three-dimensional choke point.
Essentially, the D hold is you don't actually hold on D per se. You should hold around lobby, like a little in front of lobby here. You can hold it in the elbow, and watch this, because then once D is open, once they cap C, they're going to want lobby control, because then they'll be able to use it to
Yeah,
attack E.
They have to
onto
go
D
through lobby
more
to
easily.
get to D, more or less.
yeah.
They could try to wrap around through C into D, but then they'd have to go through.
That's a
death
lot of
hallway.
time. That's a lot of time, yeah. And they're putting themselves in a terrible situation. Like, this is high ground, but it's choky as fuck. Like, you really don't ever want to be here. That's why it's called Death Hallway. Like, yeah, if you're a demo and you're here and they go, hey, they're coming 2 pipes and now they're all dead. It's not a good idea.
Pipe's
don't
not
wanna do
sticky.
Well, I mean, you can. I have seen people trap it off, like just on the off chance, but generally they've just been more trapping off We called this like flank route cabinets. They've just had like stickies on cabinets. That's way more. That's way more
Lockers,
often to happen.
cabinets, etc.
Yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen way more often than them rotating all the way through C to get high ground onto D. Very limited high ground, I want to add. Like, it's not worth it at all.
Okay.
But the thing is, that's gonna take an eternity.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people don't
Especially
do
if
it.
especially if you fail and try it again.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to go through Death Hallway. There's no benefit to doing so.
So yeah, you just sit in lobby and contest that essentially.
Yeah, because literally the only points you have to defend now are D and E, so there's no real reason to be in back. If they are trying to push, then hopefully your Engie has a gun up and he'd be able to deny well enough. But sitting all the way, we called. Depends on the team. Some teams call where we are Texas because it's shaped like Texas. Some teams call it battlements.
What about
This
fuck
room-
that spot?
That's why we called this Mexico, by the way, because it's under Texas.
It's under Texas.
That's exactly why.
Oh wow, we called it Garfield, the very first team I was on, because Andrew Garfield was the other president that got assassinated. And that window was JFK. Like that sniper sight line was JFK. So.
Usually, but for clarification, there are two windows here on the general E area that you should be worried about. This is one window, right here, that looks into Wishbone. Be careful. Be careful. That is a strong sight line, even though it's
That is a pretty good sight line. And if
then there's Sniper's Nest up there.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I call Nest because only snipers play there.
Yeah, no one else would go up there. JFK, Nest, depends on what you want to call it.
The person killing the sniper goes up there.
The sniper sits here and counter snipes. No one goes
Yeah,
to
no
actually
window.
rotate to the sniper.
No.
Pyro, go bomb the sniper.
Flank.
No, the spy goes up there to stab the sniper.
No, you don't actually. Your spy
No.
would be much better served stalking the combo.
Yeah,
and
playing around
calling
in White Room.
rotations.
Playing
Like-
around in White Room, calling rotations. Like, wait, like, if you're spectating me right now, watch, like, how much time I have to spend walking all the way through here. Assuming I don't bump into anyone, by the way, because if I do, then it's this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
other can of worms.
Okay, you know what? You're probably right. Maybe I've just played with a bunch of retard spies over the years.
Yeah, like, it just takes... If he has the luxury time to do this, then someone's fucking up somewhere. Yeah.
At which point your spy might as well just go gun spy and do the same.
Yeah, and like
Just
if
go
he's
with
all the
issue.
way there, like even if I do get the sniper, now I have to walk all the way back here, and the combo's still going to be playing around here. So if they see me, I'm fucked. And even if they don't, then he might have Uber or some shit. Like it's just wasting a lot of time to walk all the way
I don't
up
want
there.
to trash open snipers, but I don't think any open sniper is going to be worth all that effort. Honestly.
No, generally not.
Con is.
It's like Flair said, it's just better to have your sniper be
Yeah,
mindful
but
and
we
counter
have
snipe.
like the one good sniper in open.
That's good. Yeah.
You do want to, as just like a general, you do kind of want to put good effort into holding D, because
Yeah.
the main reason you want to hold D is because it keeps your direct to E spawn open, which
30-second respawn.
fucking 30-second yeah, that your respawns are fucked if you lose D.
30-second respawn.
And then
Oh.
once you respawn, you can't exit directly onto E when you lose D.
No,
So you have to
I
go
know
through
that.
D or
I
C.
do know you should hold D because then you can spawn right in front of E.
This is a very popular sticky door,
I
by the way.
that one the hard way.
This is a very popular spot for traps. But yeah, keep some on, like this door, keep some on cabinets. Because like usually what happens, the people who go through cabinets are usually the flank classes. Like Soldier getting up on the cabinets, he has some like good ground to peek the corner.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Usually I tell my heavy to just rotate here and like fuck people.
Yeah, Heavy goes here every once in a while. But every time I've played with Heavy on my team, like the Heavy has been pressuring E, the main point, especially if their NG is down, but I could see that working.
When's our match?
On
On
Monday.
Oh, okay. Do we have a scrim?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
So no scrim today, just map review.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Does
holding
anyone
D
wanna
seems pretty
does anyone wanna sub
Yeah.
from my team? I mean ring from my team, in the scrim because who's this?
Over.
All right, we have a medic ringer. Can you play anyone else? Demo man, you can play demo man. You're the
Yeah, I'll
Get
play
Flair to ring.
Yeah, I can.
I
Play
have my own scrims, thank you very much. And if I did, I mean, it's
All right.
kind of mean.
It's 6:30.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fair.
no, the Spider Jew, I'll ring demo. Oh, I found a hole in the map.
Let's.
It's in an inaccessible spot, but I found a hole.
All right.
Right,
Okay,
final,
so
Actually, no,
are
it's
we
not a
ready
lead.
to go over offense?
final notes on E point. Actually, once you lose D, because you're going to have some issues with holding E.
Yeah.
Once you lose D, it's very difficult. Mind your spawn. Usually your combo is going to just come through D, try immediately to push them out and retake this general like E in heaven area, Texas area. But your big problem here is because if their combo gets to sit up here on top of heaven, if they destroyed your NG and they
Then
just sit here,
yeah, these
you're
spawns are
kind
not
of
an
boned.
option. Yeah,
Oh.
these spawns are not an option. If they cap D, they shut off. But if they're this aggressive, like their demo just stands up on Texas, their heavy might be watching the other door. If they get here and they like lock these spawns down, you are really fucked because your only other option to walk out of spawn is the D drop near Death Hallway that I said no one would ever want to use. That's literally your only other op. Well, you could go to C, but you know, you pop out of
Who
C
wants to
here,
go to
which
C?
is way far away from where you should actually be going. So
But that said, there is a gimmicky play that actually works surprisingly a lot on holding E. You spawn, you go through C, come through C, get
get back
straight
into back.
into Mexico. No, go all the way down to
Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you're playing demo, you can just spam directly on point.
The
And if they try
problem
to
is
rush you,
it's extreme low ground.
it doesn't matter if you're running stickies. That's the thing.
especially
True.
if you're a
No.
demo down here, it doesn't really
can
matter
just-
that much. But
Yeah, you can just shoot with the gravity arc. The problem is you can get rushed by pyros and shit.
Mhm.
But it helps you. It essentially helps you buy time for E point itself, and it should rotate people's attention onto you. Other choice, if you're just a soldier and you're coming through here and they're like all the way on top, you can jump. You can do a rocket jump straight from here up to heaven. Try to kill
Maybe
their
bomb
demo
their
or their
medic or
soldier.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bomb something here. The
Or
point is,
directly
be
onto
aware.
the point to stop the cap.
Oh fuck that!
be
No,
effective.
like you're gonna die. You're gonna kill one scout.
yeah,
You have a 30-second
You're
respawn.
buying- you're buying
that
just
scout
a
comes
little
back
bit of
up in
time.
4 seconds.
yeah. If, by the way, this he mentioned spamming bombing soldiers. If you're playing offense, you can get the gun here as soldier or as demo. As demo, you don't really want to be here, but as soldier, you can spam up a little bit. If it's further back on the platform, you can't. But I've seen NGs where they just leave it like right near the lip, and you can easily spam it out.
But yeah, basic thing. Be aware that you can spawn, come through C all the way down to Mexico, and you have some hero play options. It's not reliable, but you know if it works.
I'm the flank demo. I'm gonna be doing that all the time, man.
I bait my team a lot when I play demo to do shit like that, on like hard holding E.
I think I got like 16% of the heals last time, and Pendulum got like 30% because I was just like doing dumb flank plays. But I got 500%. I mean 500 plus damage per minute.
Hey, what map was
Attaboy.
this on?
This was on the.
Was it Cascade?
No, I didn't do dumb flank stuff on Cascade. Well, I mean I did, but not as dumb.
Let's
I
go over
remember-
offense.
No,
Yep.
I remember on Cascade, you just didn't need heals as much as our heavy did.
No. It was on the
Heavy-
one before Cascade, the one where we like destroyed their team.
Because on Cascade, our like the way we played, our heavy just was in a position to take a lot of damage.
No. I'm not.
We had all the heals.
I'm not blaming you either because I was playing dumb flank demo. I did get really high damage per minute though. All right.
So
Let's talk about offense.
Yeah.
You stand on the points. There you go.
yeah,
Uh,
like I said, the only people that are going to be here is their spy, maybe, and traps are usually going to
Check-
be on point.
Check
In
the
open, for
barrel.
some reason,
Check
they
the
don't
barrel.
trap
This
very often.
in open, the spy likes hitting the barrel. Destroy the barrel.
This barrel's annoying, but
Like
if it's just a spy, you don't have to worry. All I'd say is you can literally just like destroy the barrel and check, because then the only thing you'd have to worry about is like 3 people sitting in the barrel ready to fuck you royally in your ass.
wait, more
It's
than
just a
one
spy.
people can sit in the barrel.
Yes. Hang on.
Yeah.
There's
If
a
you
really-
actually, if you play a pistol class, you can actually clip completely through it.
The
not,
in
like,
the
fully in it.
the entire team is in the barrel.
I was about to say, don't tell me there's a strategy where the whole team hides. in
The whole
barrel.
team's in the damn barrel.
No. The Highlander strategy. 9 people in barrel.
I love that one Star video where he like finds an out of bounds in Cactus Canyon and everybody on the team just goes in the damn rock. But yeah, you should always, if you are coming to this point, always take the high ground. There's no advantage whatsoever to running all the way through this path here. There's just none. Just it's quicker. It's high ground. So
Nah.
there's literally no downsides to coming that way. If you're trying to do an A to E, ideally, if you are trying to do an A to E, you shouldn't show your hand, because like we said, Spy is going to be hiding on this point, you know, calling out what's happening. So maybe fake a push on B, and then once your scout or your soldier has adequate cap time, you all rotate to A. Even then, these doors take a few seconds to open, so the Spy is definitely going to know that something's up, or if they don't see you coming B, they're going to see it coming.
Pro tip, run an NG on offense. Start setting up here. Just like
Yeah.
put a dispenser. You don't even need to start walking into lobby. Just start setting up here. That Spy is gonna look at it and he's gonna be like,
Okay,
I
have
got-
a question.
I gotta sap it.
I have a question.
Yes.
How viable do you think an A to E push where you do show your hand but just like sell out and put a lot of power behind it? How viable do you think that
Well,
would
like
be?
we said, the thing is, if they see it coming, it's very easy for them to, you know, just shut you down completely. They just walk into Beck, and then, you know, they're directly watching the point, and you're trying to spam them into a chokehold, which they have full control over. It's not a good idea. Especially
just practice your alphabet pushes, and you'll see your A to E improving. Like
Yeah.
you're kind of thinking about it wrong. Like you have to practice them as separate.
Do
separate
the
tricks.
alphabet.
Your
Do the
alphabet
alphabet,
pushes.
please. Like think about doing the alphabet at all points until your A to E becomes viable.
That was a sex
Yeah,
joke,
then-
by the way.
This
Yeah.
team is gonna scrim this map like twice before we play it in the official.
That's good. That's better than
That's
most
fine.
teams.
Then you absolutely have to practice your alphabet. I swear to God, if you just show up and you're like, "Hey guys, let's go straight A to E," you're not gonna know what the fuck to do.
No,
You're just gonna get
that's not
stuffed
gonna
by a
work.
soldier and a scout. They're just gonna spam you guys out. All right.
Anyway.
Couple gimmick plays. Drop a sniper down, drop down, and then just like fully body shot a medic.
That's
drop
yeah,
down.
that can happen. But the thing, like, the drawback to doing that obviously is now your sniper's completely alone. He does have health, but he's completely alone. So that's
You
something
take
you
one-
should really, yeah, that's something you should really only do if your sniper is gonna get a high value target, like maybe their sniper and like definitely their medic. That's a good trade. But yeah,
I like it mostly because then if it doesn't really matter. Your sniper comes up like before
Yeah,
you
he
cap any points. You have an instant respawn virtually.
really, yeah, it's like I don't
2
think it's more than
seconds, something
4.
like that.
It's 2. Yeah, I thought it was around 4, but it's very quick. It is very quick.
Yeah. And then oh yeah, B push. You should definitely try to pressure that heavy off of concrete. Once they do that, they're going to probably focus a lot of attention on the concrete push. Actually,
Yeah.
I expect open teams are probably not even going to hold forward, are they?
No, yeah, I was about to say I don't think
Probably
any
just gonna
open
hold
team
back
is
on the
gonna be smart
platform.
enough to put a heavy there.
They're probably gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I've put the
No.
sentry on platform my entire time playing TF2. Let's hold back here,
No,
guys."
no, no. I think they're okay. Flair, you see where you just were? I think
Here?
every open heavy is gonna play like right there.
Probably.
Right
they're
here?
probably just gonna sit
Yeah,
here
right
and
around
try to
here.
like shoot people rounding the corner or trying to jump up. Which, to be fair, they can do. If you're just
Good.
walking at the heavy, he will shred you. But
I
all you
remember
do then is
playing-
bring people
I
up.
remember
concrete.
playing this in Open Highlander in season 1, and like even IM teams like they didn't know how to play steel.
Well, let's go over the map, assuming your enemy knows what they're doing at least a little bit, so that way you're better prepared.
No. Let's put it this way: in a scrim against an IM team, we went A to E, and like we just stood on E and cap.
My watch
don't
is
know-
broken.
I don't know how that happened, but we did it.
All right. So I'm gonna assume. Let's assume they have a gun here. And they're just doing the good hold, so to speak. Pressure them off of concrete first. You can rotate a soldier and a heavy both up here. You can just basically outspam their heavy and force them to drop down.
Yeah.
If they're heavy, instead of dropping down, he retreats into shack. Tell your demo to come over here and just like sticky him off, because then he's got really no choice, and then they have to rotate more people to deal with you. So yeah, that's your thing. Once that happens, you don't.
Go ahead.
All you need to do is take an Uber out through main. The reason you want that Uber out through main is if you drop down here, they can kite you endlessly through this open field.
Especially like being on concrete's a huge sniper sightline too. So if you don't want your medic to drop, you might have to pop early. And by that point, you've kind of wasted half of your Uber just getting to a good position, and now you're here with like 4 seconds of Uber left. and then they counter use, and it's gone. So
It's more
Ubering
for you
off-
to
yeah.
taking concrete is more for you to get ground and deny them that ground. So you go up there, push them off, and you can sit your heavy up there and you can like shoot passively while you guys take an Uber.
You're
But-
just giving yourself more options when you
Yeah, I have a
take
question.
concrete.
This team doesn't have a full-time spy,
That's fine.
and
That's
I don't
fine.
think we have a flex player that actually plays spy.
I play
No,
spy.
just cloak and dagger on the
Spider
first point.
Drew, you're
That's really
not
all you need.
you're not a flex player. You're not supposed to be a flex player.
All right.
I know you have. I know you have, but
I have 4 times the hour in spy as in my demo. Okay.
yeah, but then we run into the situation of everybody on the team has to switch classes.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Hate to rush this, but there's 10 minutes left before 8:30.
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah, he's
let's-
gotta go.
Let's get this through.
Thank you so
Alright,
much, by the way.
No problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
thank
just
you.
take an Uber out through Maine. You should definitely wide peak this instead of trying to jump up here. The reason if you jump up, you can just get. They don't even need a pirate air blaster. Try to jump up.
Momentum
you can take,
completely stops.
Yeah, momentum stops when they shoot you or something, and you get backed up. So you should definitely round the corner instead of jumping up. Little thing, it seems like nitpicking, but it will cost you many pushes if you try it. All right, go up here. If they're putting their gun on platform, just spam that out. You should be concerned about your Uber pushes if you're at like 30% and you haven't killed the gun. Just back the fuck up, because if you stay in this open area, you're gonna get fisted in the post Uber. So,
I have a question as medic. If
hit me.
if there isn't a sniper call, should I just use early?
You
Does
should
that-
you should watch for snipers yourself if you're coming around, and if you see a sniper and he's looking in your face, don't disrespect, man. Just pop. It's not worth.
Okay.
It's not the
If
risk.
there
It's not
if
worth the
there
risk.
is a sniper, pretty much like this is pretty much where I would pop if I know there's a sniper. If there wasn't a
Okay.
sniper, obviously I would pop when we're already around the barrier. But
No,
the
but I
thing
mean,
is,
if the sniper's alive and nobody says where they are, I usually sort of default to using early, like on all the maps.
ideally you should like
But
is for certain.
now,
but,
You should know where
All
your
right.
sniper is before you push.
It
Yeah,
is.
Like,
It
not-
is
almost
8.
not say that.
Almost always.
It is
Uber or not.
8:30. By the way, just warning.
okay.
Oh, okay. Fucking okay. Blitz through the shit. Okay, you Uber in. Try to get your B push done by splitting attention from E and B. So if their combo rotates off to deal with E, rotate your combo around, push straight onto E, sticky them off of Wishbone. That's it. Capture that. All right. Shit breaks open. C's open. Take your combo through Wishbone. Tank your demo and your sniper if you have one. Take direct fights through Wishbone. Come in here. Take fights. Spam them out eventually. Your flank and your NG should all keep pressure in lobby and on top of heaven so that your flank can try to keep as much E pressure as possible. If
Get
you
'em out
have
of-
the space, if you have the space, you can peek your demo quickly around here. Try to shoot this gun, help your team out. The angle's kind of tight from this direction though, but it's definitely an option.
If your demo can't do it, just get your soldier too.
Exactly, and remember you can bring your soldier down to Mexico to shoot the gun instead. So that's an option. All right, taking C is very simple. You take an Uber directly through. They can't really kite if they're sitting up here. You have to worry about a heavy on balconies. Just shoot that guy off, and then once they back up, place stickies here, and then that's it. You got this point locked off. C is a really easy push if they're playing on C itself. That's all you do. All right, let's blitz onto D. Do not go through Death Hallway to get onto D.
Don't do it.
You might get lucky and they're not watching it, but it's not worth the risk because you'll probably just drop 5 players and then your medic gets cleaned up afterwards because your demo and your heavy are both dead.
They set traps. They have a heavy there. Literally anything at all.
Yeah.
And you just completely lose. So don't do it.
It's called Death Hallway for a reason.
For a reason, which is why it's far better that you just rotate through lobby and push it out that way. You have a lot more room to work with. You can pressure E a lot more easily than if you just go through Death Hallway, which ideally is what you should be trying to do on the steep push anyway, because at this point you have arms to get to the point more easily, and ideally you should be trying to pressure E while at the same time making an effort to cap D.
All right. Is that it?
Doesn't capping C also slow down the respawns like a little bit?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like they still get the good spawn location, but don't they have slightly longer respawn?
Yeah, every point you cap increases defensive team's respawn time. Like every point.
Oh, okay.
All right. So basically, all you want to do for pushing D is rotate your combo all the way back through spawn. I'm not gonna acknowledge this.
Wait, why is server changing level again?
Because
We're out of
bad
time
water.
again.
Because bad water.
Once you capture D.
So So capturing C. After that, don't go through Death Hallway. You should actually rotate your combo all the way back through spawn. Come back through spawn, push through A into lobby, take it A to B or A to E. So at this point, your combo should be focused entirely on lobby along with the rest of your team. So you bring your combo through lobby, fight them directly onto D, try to push through with an Uber and get onto D, capture that way. If your flank has extra time or if they got the gun down, you can actually walk directly across E point and then sit on heaven, help your flank out. Just keep your mind open for options. You don't want to lock yourself down to one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking go now. I think that's
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out
Okay,
too.
thank you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
bro.
No problem. Yeah,
See you, fellas.
See you, fellas. Good luck on your scrims.
thanks.
Spider Jew, if you want me to ring, give me an invite to whatever.
Oh yeah, sure. It's at 9:30. And I'm just.
Alright, see you guys.
All right, peace.
I'm ready to frag.
I am ready to frag too. Nato, you ready to frag him?
I'm here to frag the enemy gamers. It's the Pyro Fire class.
So remember, our medic is not very good. She's newish to the competitive scene. Basically, I'm not planning on winning this one, but
What game mode is it?
it's upward. We're doing upward.
Just send me on flank.
What is it? Sixes or
It's Highlander.
or Highlander? Okay, Highlander. Okay.
Spider, just send me on flank. Take it.
All right. I'm gonna invite you in real quick. So, I don't think we're friends on Discord, so I can't. Oh wait, I can. I can just send you the message. I don't know where your name is. All right. I sent it to you.
Okay, thanks.
Boom.
Also, I'm not like salty about losing or anything, so
Okay, because we have a lot of like, if you can,
players.
like, I want our players to improve, but not a lot of our players could make it. And I asked Pend, I was like, "Do you want to not play?" Like, I feel like it wasn't baiting because I'm like, I don't know if we can make it. And I was like, if we're gonna make it, we're gonna have a lot of subs and ringers, and he's like, that's okay. And I'm like, okay, if he wants us to have a lot of subs and ringers, so basically, I think more than half of our mains aren't here.
Okay.
So just
I mean, I think it's a good idea to play scrims with subs, because like, what if you have to put them in a match?
oh no, I love playing scrims with subs, but we have like four ringers or 5 ringers, I think. So it's so I asked him, he's like, do you want to scrim if we have 5 ringers? And he's like, yes, please. So I'm like, okay, it's up to you. So, just keep that in mind. Our medic is new, ish to the game.
Okay.
But it's like I want to be the team who gives people like a chance to have a taste at competitive, you know?
That's good. That's good. I'm low-key thinking about starting a Highlander team like that next season, but I also want to play NIM. So, which one do I want more?
I don't know. Like here's the thing, because I'm definitely an IM level player with my main or my sub. I'm not my main, not my sub. My main or my secondary classes. At least I feel like I am.
Right, same.
So the question really is, one, I don't want to leave my team. Like I love my team and I love them. So I'm